This is the document that you and your partner need to complete, and it represents the business plan for your small business startup. Now, the information that you put in here will largely come from the documents that you complete each week and the research that you carry out each week, and that's detailed and saved in your research pack. And you need to upload those to your Google group as you go. This document's slightly different. It's mainly self-explanatory. There's what's called an executive summary at the beginning, and you enter your business name and objectives, making sure, of course, that your objectives are SMART. You know what that means. Small businesses, many don't have a mission, but they need a strapline or a slogan. You can enter that just here. USPs you know about. Make sure they're specific, and do make sure that they're unique. Maybe you're offering something that isn't available somewhere else, or a wider range, or cheaper products or services. Tell us about them. Your company ownership and management. You need to tell us whether you're a sole trader, a partnership, or alternative structure that you've decided upon. Key dates. Not just your opening date, but all the dates and important dates that need to be thought about before that opening comes around. In week 5, you'll visit the area where you intend to locate your business, and you'll have a good look around. You'll find specific premises at a specific address, and you'll describe the facilities that the premises and the area have. When it comes to your products and services, give us a very vivid word picture of what it is that you're trying to do, because that will almost certainly help persuade a potential investor. What competitive advantages will you enjoy over your nearest rivals, direct or indirect? Where are you going to buy your stock? What key items of technology and equipment will you need? And then, if your business is successful, how might you decide to grow the business in future? Open another branch, extend the range of products or services that you offer, or what? You tell us that and convince us that you have a long-term plan for your business. Okay, and then we come down to the important aspect of marketing the business. You need to do some research into the market and trends in the market, and be very specific about the target market segment that you intend to use. Your main competitors, I've mentioned before. I need to know about the direct competitors as well as your indirect competitors. Your marketing strategy, a brief statement of about 100, 150 words, followed by your pricing strategy. This is very important, and you need to think about the pricing strategies that you've learned about, perhaps in marketing, and tell us which of them you intend to follow. Your sales forecast is an estimate, a realistic estimate of how many customers will come through the door and how much on average they'll spend. And this sales forecast figure then gets used in your cash flow forecast later. What's your advertising strategy? How, when, and where will you advertise, and why? And if you are going to use something like a local newspaper, you're going to have to be specific and give me the name of the paper as well as the costs later on in your advertising budget down here. The schedule simply refers to when you're going to start advertising and how frequently you'll advertise. So where you put the advertisements and how frequently will determine your advertising budget. Sales promotions are very important in getting people to try or use your business for the first time. And you'll need to talk about where and how people buy or use your service. What sales literature will you have, and what sales literature have you planned? You may decide you're going to have a web presence, so we need a website marketing strategy. Then importantly, we come down to the details of who's going to run your business and what responsibilities they'll have. I need an organization structure here, as well as details of what each manager does. Don't just call yourselves managers, give yourself a brief job description so that I can see the demarcation of duties between you. Your staffing strategy. How many staff? Are they full-time? Are they part-time? When are they in? How much is it all going to cost you? I need staff rotas and budgets. Now, all of this, you can get help through the sessions. There's lots of links in the sessions and guidelines about how to do each of these jobs. Your financial plan, well, the business plan culminates in the financial plan, and we need to know the important assumptions that you've made about finance and sales and customers and prices, whatever else. You'll create a cash flow forecast for the first 12 months, and you'll make notes to guide the reader as to those assumptions that you've made, which I described earlier. Key business ratios are important, as well as your long-term plan financially for the business. Finally, we conclude with a SWOT analysis, which tells me about the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and how you intend to deal with all of them. So fill this in as you go along rather than at the end, and that will form the basis of the plan.